Before I get into this video, I want to comment on something that J Love said in his recent video. You mentioned there were certain subscribers of mine that were coming over to your channel, whatever, and making certain derogatory comments, or basically you were just saying how they were playing both sides, and that's just something that goes on here on YouTube. There were people on your video that were making comments about me, whether they say my name or not, but I'm not getting all emotional about it because it is what it is. So, you just have to understand that that's a double-headed sword. There were people on your channel talking about me. There's people on, my channel that were talking about you. And, that kind of leaded me into doing this video today and me talking about judgment. A lot of times we hear this slogan, only God can judge me, but in my personal opinion, I think that's inaccurate. I think God is the only one that can judge you fully and to the T of every aspect of who you are. But I think as human beings, there's a certain type of judgment that outside people can give us. It's just when it's negative judgment, or someone saying something that you need to work on, or maybe a reaction that you give on certain topics. A lot of times people get mad about that, or whether it's true or not, people get upset when it's negative judgment. But judgment is not just negative, and I think a lot of times when people hear judgment, they automatically in their mind they say, okay, this is someone who's being derogatory towards me, or trying to downgrade me. But someone coming out here and saying, I think you're a good person, I enjoy the things you talk about, or whatever, or I respect you for the things you do, that's judgment. It's just good judgment. I think a lot of times we get that misconstrued, that judgment is not just things that are negative, but when someone gives you a compliment, whether they say you're a hard worker, whether they say you're a good person, or you care about your people, that's judgment, because you're judging me on my actions, on my character. So, I wanted to make a video on that, because I think a lot of times we forget that judgment can be positive. Because just like you said in your video, this is not a video towards J Love. I'm just using some of his examples. You said that people don't know every aspect of what you do. Well, when we come on here and we talk about things that are constructive, whether it be positive, whether it's just trying to educate our people, they don't know our full aspect. So in that scenario, it's still judgment. It's just they're judging us because whether we do negative things outside of YouTube, or outside of the public forum, people are still judging us from a certain type of particular part of who we are. Just like I said, before, there's good things about people, there's bad things about people, but in the essence, you have to equate both of those things. You can't just talk about the bad and don't talk about the good, and vice versa. And just like I said before, I appreciate everybody come on my channel and subscribe, or take the time out of their day to listen to my videos. I greatly appreciate it. I've been hit many times, here on YouTube. I've had, I think about 4 channels deleted. So, I've had a long ride on here. Here it is. I'm almost up to 1,000 subscribers, and I would have more if I hadn't been hit so many times. But, it goes to show you about, the things that you deal with. And anytime I come out here and I put, whether it's my opinion or whether it's truth, and I put myself out here on YouTube, I'm putting myself in a public forum to be judged. The same thing as if you was to, make a music video, or you're in politics, or anything where you're in a public forum, you put yourself out there to be judged. So, part of it is like, you try to, you don't want to be disrespected, but at the same time, you have to expect people to give their criticism towards you, whether it be negative or whether it be positive. And just going back just with here on YouTube, I'm having a lot of problems, like I've told you guys in my previous video. YouTube bullshit. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. But you know, I noticed YouTube they're monitoring my videos that I didn't get authorization on, so now I have to go through 300 and some odd videos and take the monetization off, because like I said, I get on here and I just want to speak to my people. You know, I want to put you know, truth out there, or wake my people up. I don't get on here for money, you know, and none of that. You know, I think I've made maybe $1 since, you know, since I've been on here. $1, that's it. And you know, what it is that now that I'm getting closer to reaching 1,000 subscribers, you got YouTube like, oh my God, this nigga's getting big, and he's not cooling, he's not downgrading the black woman or the black man or his people. He's trying to speak to his people, and he's not monetizing his videos. So you know, this is the mindset of YouTube and Google. So what they're doing, they say, you know, forget it, we just gonna monetize some of your videos or whatever, or the videos that have the most views to make us money. And you know, in essence, every time I get on here and do a video, I'm making YouTube money, whether I monetize my videos or not, because me just making videos on here, I draw traffic. You know, there's people who, you know, I've gotten inbox like people saying I don't even come on YouTube unless you've uploaded a video. You know, not being arrogant, nothing like that, but you know, there's people who strictly come on YouTube to hear what I have to say. And you know, that bothers YouTube, the YouTube company and Google, because here it is, you know, a black man out here, not afraid, not cooning or acting like a sample, not downgrading his people, but actually out here using the YouTube tool and the site to speak to his people. And that's what they fear. They fear us coming together and unifying. But you know, that's basically what I want to talk about. You know, I mean, judgment is universal. No one can judge you to a T, because nobody knows the ins and outs and ends of, you know, a person's everyday movement, everyday thoughts or emotions. But I think, you know, as human beings, we all are to be judged to a certain extent. You know, and we have to be able to take that judgment, whether, you know, it's right, whether it's constructive judgment, or whether it's positive judgment. You know, we all have to be able to sit back and analyze certain things without, you know, getting emotional, getting upset, or wanting to fight people, or etc., etc. But you know, like I said, you know, I'm really investigating other sites. You know, maybe moving my videos somewhere else, or you know, it's another brother I'm talking to. He's offered me actually a partnership in his site where we both upload videos, you know, and maybe, you know, just bring certain distribution companies to put ads on the site or whatever to generate, you know, revenue to keep the site going. So, you know, I'm really you know, rethinking my next moves as far as, you know, these YouTube videos and everything, because, you know, I'm not here to make Google or YouTube filthy rich. You know, I want to be rich in respect, and I want to make my people rich with respect, with culture, and with knowledge. So, you know, that's pretty much all I had to say. But I'm out. You guys can give me your feedback if you like. Peace.